So Egypt is a huge agriculture country. We have like 9 million acres. It's huge, and everyone in every Egyptian, even if he or she does not work in agriculture, knows someone who works in agriculture. When we announced that we were part of FAST Accelerator, I think this gave us like a huge credibility. FAST Accelerator is believing in us. That helps us to connect with more partners and customer to work with. So our migration to Azure was easier than we thought. Our services on Azure are running very smoothly at the moment. So I'm really grateful for that. My name is Karim Amer. My background is in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Worked for at Siemens Engineers in the States, and I always was somehow active on data science competitions online. I've been like the first Kaggle master of data science competitions from Egypt. Recently, I co-founded Visual AI Solutions, or Vase, with my partner Mohammed Al from Egypt. And our startup is focusing on building a platform in order to help farmers optimize their cultivation decisions, save irrigation and fertilization inputs in order to increase the revenues. Our platform is totally sensor-free and fully dependent on artificial intelligence and remote sensing. So how did we start it? I think, so Egypt is a huge agriculture country. We have like 9 million acres. It's huge, and everyone in every Egyptian, even if he or she does not work in agriculture, knows someone who works in agriculture. So we have been studying this market for some time, and there is a huge gap of services that can be provided to farmers and farm owners in this sector. Believing in the power of technology and the power of AI, we decided to start this company in order to help farmers transform and improve their ecosystem economically and in terms of also natural resources, in addition to improve the environment sustainability of the sector.
That's a really good story, and it shows the impact you're making. We're very excited to hear your story. And how did you come up with the name VAIS?
So it's an abbreviation of Visual and AI Solutions. We wanted to have the name that reflects the technology that we are making and how we are going to use it to make the impact. So it came from there as Vase, Visual and AI Solution, then Vase.
That's great, and it's a beautiful acronym. It's a beautiful acronym. You've also told us, a number of things about the inspiration behind your story. So in what industry or what sector does your company do business? And which SDG, which United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, would you say your company and your products is primarily targeting?
Yeah, so we are currently our product and services. Our products is pretty much inclusive, so we can serve corporates and we can serve smallholder farms. Definitely, each segment in the market will need a little bit different services and some customization. However, where our technology is capable to serving all segments. The first one is the goal number 12, which is the responsible consumption and production. So our main target of the service we provide to farmers and farm owners to help them reduce their usage of and optimize irrigation and fertilization. This definitely has economic impact on the farmers, but also it helps us preserve a lot of the natural resources, especially with the challenge of water scarcity, which become more difficult with the increase of drought waves, and also the fertilizations as an important resource. We are helping them reduce their usage of it too. The second goal is end zero hunger, end hunger in general. So I believe our technology can help farmers to increase their crop yield, which would reflect at the end to having more food to everybody in the world. So these are the main two SDGs that we are targeting with our product.
That's really good. Thank you for sharing. We'll go further down, in the questions. I would like to know, does your company provide products and services to small and medium enterprises? And how do you do that, if any?
Yeah, so our main target in the agriculture sector, so there are difference in the scale of the companies that we work with, and some of the companies we work with, but like private farms. This you can assume that's like a small to medium company. So they struggle a little bit to have the same services and same technological impact from on the same level of large corporates, large private farms. So we are helping this segment in the market to have lead service and provide the same kind of operations, even with lower budget compared to large corporates.
All right. This is good to know. And you're well positioned for supporting and growing SMEs with what you've explained to us. And it's really great to know the good work your company is doing. So now let's come to the FAST experience for you, the FAST Accelerator experience. Also, I'll start by asking, how did you get to know about the FAST Accelerator program? How did you feel when you got notified of your acceptance? Tell us about that, please.
Yeah, sure. So after being notified of acceptance, I was really thrilled, to be honest. It's a great chance for us to improve as a business, as a team, using and utilizing the resources we had in FAST Accelerator. And we had a lot of great expectations that I think were matched when we got into the program.
Okay, that's great. It's good to know. And what were your expectations? And how was your experience with the masterclass, the facilitators, and the FAST team staff? What your experience, and how did you find all this, during the program?
So we got a lot of master classes, I would say important master classes in various topics from elite mentors who have experience in the topic that they were teaching us. I think we learned a lot from them in terms of IP protection, financial modeling, marketing, technical advisement from Microsoft. So I think overall it was a great experience for us.
Right, that's great. we will also like to talk further down about how has your participation in the FAST Accelerator program, has it helped with moving your business forward? Has it helped you achieve any traction in your growth and business? Please tell us about that.
Yeah, so there were like two good things that happened with us for after joining. So um, as the first one, like, so just when we announced that we were part of Fast Accelerator, I think this gave us like a huge credibility that we are doing something that's really good, and that's an important entity like the Fast Accelerator is believing in us. That helps us to connect with more partners and customer to work with. In addition, I think we learned how to improve our business operations during the program. So this helped us to also to grow during the program.
Okay, so it has helped with your growth. That's also helped with your business traction. That's good. We're coming to a bit technical side, knowing that you're a technical guy yourself. We want to know, how would you describe the experience of running your solution on Microsoft Azure Cloud, if at all? Are you running your services on it, and how's your experience? How's it been?
So firstly, our migration to Azure was easier than we thought. I think it took us around a week and a half to do the full migration. Everything was clear to us. The documentation was great. We found all the services that we wanted to use in Azure, and overall our experience was really great. Our services running our services on Azure are running very smoothly at the moment. So I'm really grateful for that.
We're glad that your migration went on smoothly. So are you leveraging artificial intelligence in your solution, or do you plan to leverage? Or if you are, how has the Flapmax technical team supported this journey for you?
So AI is like the cornerstone of anything we do at Vase. So from day one, our products were very much dependent on AI and machine learning. And throughout the program, we had a lot of discussion with the Fast Accelerator team on getting their advice and feedback on our product and how to improve it. Especially with Dave, we got a lot of discussions with him. Sorry. So yeah, definitely AI in like our main technology that we depend on, and it's currently being utilized on Azure services in our system.
That's good. Okay, we'll still come further down to say that, what are your key takeaways from the FAST Accelerator program? What's your advice to funders? And maybe you want to say one or two things to the FAST, Flapmax, and the Microsoft team,
So yeah, I definitely advise anyone to join the program. I think we learned a lot from it and from the master classes, and we benefit a lot from also the Azure credits, Azure credits and support in various other technologies from Microsoft. So I'm thankful to the Flapmax and Microsoft team for running this program, for the support and organization that they provided us throughout the program. Yeah, and I think it was a really nice experience for us.
It's been really great to hear this good feedback from you, and we're very grateful for your time too on the FAST program. We would just want to ask a few more things, to ask about how long has the Vase brand been in existence?
Will be like 2-year-old in in a month.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
You've come a long way, right?
Yeah,
really great.
That's
really
it's an exciting and challenging journey.
Yeah, totally like that. And of course, you have told us, your core services and products. Maybe you want us to know about your breakthrough deals or any major announcements you like to tell us about since you started VAIS and since you joined the FAST Accelerator program. Any major, announcement deals has come through that you like us to know about?
So we are preparing a lot of important agreements at the moment. So nothing is finished yet. So I can't really say about, but stay tuned for a lot of good news from our side in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're very positive about that. Very
You.
positive about that, and it will come true by God's grace. Okay, all right. We'll come back to the ecosystem. The startup ecosystem, generally in Africa. How you rate the startup ecospace in Nigeria, in Egypt, and in Africa as a whole, and any specific challenges you like to point out to us?
So I think the ecosystem in Egypt and Africa is growing really fast. So I think we started a little bit late compared to ecosystems that are more mature in other countries and continents. But I see each and every day a lot of exciting ideas, a lot of really good founders working on challenging problems, especially for the African continent. Um, so it's a very exciting ecosystem. In terms of the challenges, uh, I think all founders are have some challenges in funding. It's a long journey, a little bit, especially here in the continent. It takes more time for adaptation, especially for technology-based solutions. But I think things will change and improve by the time, and we have great hopes for that. We and all the founders in the continent.
Okay, that's great. So, how are you leveraging your self-motivation, your mentorship networks to, address some of the challenges you've come through so far?
Yeah, it's tough to be a founder. Um, you get to learn and do a lot of things that usually was out of your comfort zone or out of your um, uh, main expertise or knowledge. So definitely self-motivation is something that we rely upon. We have you need to have like some vision what you're planning to do, what you hope to accomplish throughout your journey with the startup. And in addition to like self-motivation, definitely we get a lot of support from people surrounding us, our family, our friends, uh, the overall team of the startup, the people who helped us, our mentors, of course. So it's so support. We get the support from various places, and it's pretty much needed throughout the journey.
You're doing great. You're doing great, and it's expected, at this phase, and you just, build on all this and be great for it. So I have a very exciting question to close this interview. which is where do you hope to be as a company in the next 3 to 5 years with your business? And where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, so I see us. I hope that we by the end of the next 5 years we will have served thousands or tens of thousands of farmers with many acres, like hundreds of thousands of acres. We have a clear goal for our for the 5 years with 20 million acres as a target market segment for us. I think our technology and our product is scalable enough to serve such a huge area and such a large pool of users.
So I think on this note, we have a great time with you, and we want to thank you for finding time to speak with us today. And we wish you the very best from Flapmax and the FAST team. We wish you the very best in VAIS. Thank you.